It's time to make video editing much easier. In this video we'll go through the process of recording and editing your video in detail. For the sake of this tutorial I'm going to set up a blank project in detail, then I'll set up one camera and a screen recording. If you're unfamiliar with how this works, make sure to check out the Detail 101 beginners course first. When done setting up, it's time to start recording. Traditionally, when you edit a video, you need to master software like Premiere Pro, Final Cut or DaVinci Resolve. Although they're different pieces of software, they work quite similar. The concept of a timeline, frames, cuts, transitions and layers apply to all of them, and they require quite a bit of practice to fully understand. But regardless of what software you use, eventually the only thing you'll need is to be able to cut, trim, delete and stitch back footage together so you can get your story across the best way possible. But what if you not need to master any of this and still be able to edit your video? With the power of AI we can now generate very accurate transcripts for all of your recordings right within Detail. To toggle the new highlights panel, hit the transcripts button on the top right or hit Command T on your keyboard. Now hit generate. It shouldn't take too long before the transcripts will appear, but the longer your video, the longer this might take. Also important to know, the first language in the text will be the language we'll transcribe to. When transcribing is done, you can now hover over the text, and when you click on a specific piece of text, your playhead will jump to the position in your timeline. And this is where things start to become interesting, because now you can start editing without having to manually playback and pause the video on your timeline to look for that place to edit. Did you just made a mess of your latest recording or told something you shouldn't have? It's super easy to make edits because you just have to click on the parts you don't want to keep. Let me show you how that works. Let's first record a couple of sentences and then start to stutter or produce stuff I don't want in my video. I could try to find the right place in the timeline, or I could click on the generated text and my playhead will automatically jump to the right place where to make the cut. If you repeat the same steps at the next section and hit X again, you just made a perfect cut. Select the part you don't want and hit delete on your keyboard. The same applies if you want to move bits and pieces of your timeline around in your edit. Do so by making two cuts and lift up the piece you want to move. If you want AI to further assist you, you can also generate magic markers. The AI will generate your transcript and will make suggestions on what you can instantly use to export. Let's try to make some magic markers for this video. As you can see, the pink bits of the video are considered interesting. Please note, we need at least 1 minute of video to start generating highlights. If we click on the marker, we can extend or shorten that marker, and to quickly export AI highlights, just hit on the export markers as video and you're done. Quick tip, if you want to have your videos exported vertically, first switch to vertical mode by clicking on the toggle on the top of the detail window. If you hit export, the aspect ratio will now be vertical. And there you have it, a very basic but effective way of editing in detail. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.